a different side of the world, then this is your beginning of your school year. Everything's completely different there. So I thought I would share, please and a little abundance intention ritual, whether you want to call it spell, wish, I call it intention ritual, that you can do, that's fun, and that you can do it with the kids. So you get a little bit of cinnamon. You want 3 pinches that you put in your dominant hand. So you can either go with doing, so it's a feng shui thing, for clearing energy, for stating to the universe that you want flow to come into your home. So you take your dominant hand at your front door, either on the first day of the month or every Thursday. Now, I figured, as it's Thursday tomorrow and Thankful Thursday, I would pop this up for my members so you've got this and you can perhaps do this. Thursday's the day associated with finances, and we can do it together. So you take 3 pinches of cinnamon with its correspondence and pop it in your dominant hand. You put some sea salt or some salt on top, and you blow it from the front door into your house. And as you blow it off, so don't put too much in because we're going to do it 3 times and you have to leave it there for 24 hours. So as you blow the cinnamon off of your hand, you state your intention to bring money and wealth and prosperity into the home. Now, the idea is that this is, you're setting this as an intention, as a ritual, as something that you do, but you're getting into the brain an association with a physical act or a ritualistic act of flow is coming to me, and that it's not going to harm anyone, it's coming into my home. So you blow the cinnamon and the salt into the house and state to yourself out loud, flow is coming to me, it's coming into my home with prosperity and wealth that harms none, but it helps to expand loving energy all around. And I've added obviously my own words. You can perhaps add yours, and then you do that again and you say exactly the same thing. You put 3 drops of cinnamon in the hand and the salt, and you use it as an intention and flow, and you blow it off your hand again into the house, and then you do that a 3rd time, again blowing off the hand into the house, and you leave it there, the cinnamon on the porch, coming in like sort of at the smell is really lovely as well, and cinnamon works with abundance and grounding as well, so it's kind of working on the senses, using the brain activity, utilizing a movement that you're working, and an affirmation of allowing flow into your life. And you leave it there for 24 hours, then you hoover it up, you sweep it up, and I would, being wanting to be zero waste, I would pop it in the garden, somewhere in the earth, so it's there. And really simple thing, little tip, and something you could try tomorrow, as tomorrow is Thursday, or it might already be Thursday when you're watching this video, depending on when you are watching it. So little ritual, abundance, intention setting ritual is the way I think of it as, if you want to call it a spell or whatever. Just think of it as allowing flow as an affirmation. And the idea of these things of following, when we think of magic, we think of utilizing words and the rhythm of the words, working with our brain and rewiring our own patterns and our own stories, is that we start by practice going over. It's why lots of the ancient cultures used these things, and they would go over and over and over. They knew and understood in a deeply profound way that to shift these patterns we need to kind of, we have that repetition. So it's not, oh, I need to follow this and I'm not going to have abundance if I don't do this. It's not about that. You are the one that give power. You have your own power. I watched this morning with my daughter, first day of the summer, we watched Wish, the Disney movie, and I was like, oh wow. And I loved one of the songs in it was saying, you are the star. We're all made of star stuff. We all come from the stars. Even the water on our planet wouldn't be here if it hadn't come from the stars. So knowing that even on the deeper, profound sort of scientific level, we are made up of the star stuffs. We're capable of great things. And a lot of us give our power away by saying, well, I'm going to follow that person, and I don't ever want anyone to follow me ritualistically. I hope to inspire by sharing my own joys and stories and things that I do, and teach, and the practices like the Qigong and the meditation, to inspire you to connect to you and your authentic self. It's called authentic me, but that's not just me, it's me as in you, being your authentic self, and taking what resonates, discounting what doesn't, taking all the bits and putting them together and recreating. As an artist, I remember years ago in college, sitting in a lecture room and someone said, there's no original stuff, and he said, but they're all original, because we take an idea and then we make it our own. We do it our own, we give it that original spin, and then lots of ideas have been done before, but someone else does it and they do it with their way, and it makes it completely different. And we do the same in life. There's lots of things, it's like, not, oh, we won't want to invent the wheel, but with this energy of Aquarius, which I love, it's like lots of different ways of doing things. It's important, I think, to not get carried away and not get completely overwhelmed by all the different things, but actually seeing that there's lots of different things can shine and be amazing, and still we've got that variety and we can enjoy the variety as well. As I was saying in my other live, it's like the flowers. You can have beautiful rose bush with all those roses. One rose isn't competing with the other rose. They are all just as beautiful, and you are just like the stars in the night sky. So have a little bit of magic. Maybe you can bring the kids in and do a little bit of fun. Do it 3 times is like the power of 3: the mind, the emotional body, and the physical. That's why we do things in 3. It's the Trinity. But if that doesn't resonate, then work it into what works for you, is what my point is. It's allowing this as a thing I can do to bring flow in. So like, we want to go in the garden, mummy. So have a beautiful Wellness Wednesday. And this is a little reminder about affirmations and abundance. And if you're feeling like, wow, I just am so stressed about abundance. I know, like when we went shopping the other day, the bill, everything had just kind of skyrocketed. And one of the things I do when I feel that fear coming into my body and my field is to remind myself where there is abundance, how much I'm growing, all the beautiful plants, and doing little simple things like this, and remembering how we can be in flow. And when we let go of that fear, it allows other things to come through. Have a wonderful Wednesday. What can you do today for your wellness? Let me know in the comments below what abundance rituals or intention setting rituals do you do. So my daughter just popped herself down below me. So have a fabulous day. Let me know. It'd be interesting to see and let other people see what they could do. Thank you for your time.